some wrong in me, and I need the Lord to clean me. Is there anybody here who can testify that you still need the Lord to fix some things? You need the Lord to turn some things around. Is there anybody in here building that testify you need the Lord to clean you up? And so, watch this. Watch this. Texas Taylor teach us three things. And we talked about Martha. We talked about Martha. Text mentions Martha. Martha does the talking because Martha gets hot around the collar. Because she's the one doing the work. Are you in here? Well, what's the first thing this Texas Taylor teach us? The first thing this Texas Taylor teach us. Watch this. Watch this. The heat that's around us should never hinder the peace that's within us.
Say that. Say that.
You understand? The heat that's around us should never hinder the peace that's within us. Understand. Martha had her job. Mary had her job. But Mary had tunnel vision. From the moment that Jesus was, come on y'all, from the moment that Jesus was welcomed into the house, Mary knew what time it was. And I put a bit more right here, Jason, listen, anytime you come into the household of the Lord, you will automatically know what time it is. Look at your next and what time it's time to get my praise on. It's time for me to lift up my hands. It's time for me to shout with a voice of triumph. Because at the end of the day, can't nobody do me like Jesus. So excuse me, let me just fall on my feet. Tell God how much I thank you. Tell God how much I love you. Tell God how much I magnify you. Because if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side. Y'all can say amen in just a minute. Watch this. Mary knew what time it was.
Yeah.
Now listen. When I come to church, I don't have time for a lot of other stuff.
Say that.
Okay, y'all say it. Y'all not saying I'm talking this time. When I come to church, I don't have time for a whole lot of stuff. And the reason why I don't have time for a whole lot of sidebars, a whole lot of side conversation, is because you could have talked to me through the week. But today is the day that I'm going to give God the best praise. And I'll be if I let you steal my joy. Because you didn't give it to me. And the world can't take it away. So watch this. Martha was centered on her job. Mary had her job. Mary had what I call the can't help it when it came to worship. She had I can't help it. I mean, Jesus is here. His presence is here. His power is here. Jesus is come. He's present. He's right. He's here in the house. So Martha, what do? What makes sense is for me to just adore him being here. What really makes sense is for me to acknowledge, for me to respect, for me to reference, for me to recognize the fact that God is here. Because the reality of it is that you don't have to be here. But the Lord allows you to be. And since you're here, you might as well just have some church. Since you might as well just praise his name. Since you might as well just lift him up. Look at God and say, baby, the reason why I'm here is because God allowed me to be here. So I can't sit down on him. I can't keep my mouth closed. I can't sit on my hands because I have every reason in the world to give God praise. And so watch this. Mary says, listen, you know what? Martha doing her thing. Let me do mine. Let me assume the position. Let me find the best place in the building. Let me let me find the best place, let me get the best seat in the building so that I can hear what he has to say. Are you in here? And so, brothers and sisters, that simply means that everybody that comes to church don't come to have church. Oh, I'm not looking at none of y'all. Just because you woke up, just because you look churchy, don't mean you came into here, into the building to have church. The difference between members and members is that some folk come to spectate and other folks come to participate. Do I have anybody in the building that came to participate? Yeah, deliver me from folk who can't ever open up their mouth, who can't ever say amen, who don't ever feel the Spirit, who can't ever look up to our heaven and tell God, thank you. And the problem is that we become too cute. Too cute, too dignified. You know, to say amen. Come on, help me in here. But let you get a bad report from the doctor. Let you get a bad report from your kid's school. Say that your kid, come on, y'all, said something and done something wrong. You'll be the first one in the church. Amen, Pastor. Glory be to God. Come on, help me in here. You ought to be able to bless God on the mountaintop as well as in your valley. He's still good. And he's still worthy. And so, watch this. She says, listen, let me find the best place to be. And so Mary said, listen, I'm sorry, but the place for me to be, best place for me to be, is at the feet of Jesus. Now watch this. Now this is not out of the mouth of Mary, but this is perhaps what's in her heart. It flows through her actions. Watch this. Because and I wonder. Because how does this parallel with mothers? Because what you discover is that true mothers don't talk too much. You know what I just said? They don't have to say a whole lot. Why? Because they're too busy working. They're too busy making sure that things are in. There you go. Are in order. Watch this. She said, listen. Martha, if you will, put some heat in the situation. And so when folk express themselves, it brings out a level of anxiety that would not have been there if they would have kept their mouths closed.
Say that.
Oh my, I'm looking to them and say, he in the book. Okay, I'm in the book. Watch this. Listen, Martha is in the kitchen working. Mary is at the feet of Jesus. Martha ends up talking. And what's in a person will eventually, there you go. So Martha, watch this. Can you imagine how nice and how cool and calm Martha was before Mary got down on her feet and decided she wasn't going to come to the kitchen? Martha was cool because in her mind she thought Mary was going to come in and help us some sons with me. Watch this. She was cool until Mary didn't go to the kitchen. So now Martha's in there, and can you just hear her washing dishes now? Can you just hear her cooking now? I mean, perhaps she dropped a potato salad. She was so upset. Perhaps she overcooked the cornbread. And when she served it, she said it was Cajun. Or black. Are you in here? Perhaps she put in a little bit too much sugar in the church house punch. You do know when you upset, you tend to do things that you would not have done have you not been upset. Come on, And then when she went to wash dishes, why are there more broke dishes than whole dishes? So she finds herself now in a very, very strange situation. Are you in here? But watch this. Here it is. Understand. The heat around you should never hinder the peace that's within you. But secondly, text to teach us how to prioritize our duties and our desires.
Say that.
Hear what I just said? How to prioritize our duties and our desires. Here it is. Martha opened her home. Mary opened her heart.
Say that.
While Martha was laboring in the kitchen, Mary is listening to the Lord. While Martha was distraught, disturbed, and distracted, Mary was cool, calm, and collected. Are you in here? And when you're cool, you're calm and collected, you can look at folks and say, what in the world? Well, come on, help me in here. Can I put a pin mark right here? Listen, don't allow folks to pull you into their own madness. Because God is giving you enough. And once God gives you inner peace, you just meditate on his word. Mary said, I'm at his feet. Jesus is talking. So you can break however many dishes you want to. You can overcook the cornbread. You can mess up the black eyed peas. I'm just glad to be at the foot of Jesus. So, watch this. Watch this. Martha's mad. But Martha's madness did not stir up Mary.
Say that. Say that.
Huh? Mary was cool. Mary was calm. Mary was collected. And the noise that Martha was making was really unnecessary. Watch this. When folk are mad, they do stuff, to make a loud noise so as to draw attention. Come on, talk back to me. Oh, no, y'all ain't never done that before. Right, I mean, listen, a candy jar just slip and break in the house. Are you in here? You know what? You just accidentally turn over a cup of juice. And the problem is that we send messages, more messages non-verbally than we do verbally. And for most of us, guess what? We read folks' countenance before anything comes out of our mouth. I can tell if you're mad, I can tell if you're glad, based off of what I see on your, I know when you really came to have church, or you just came to sit down and just say, Lord, I'm here, just be happy, just be satisfied. And you have folk who come to church and feel like God owes them something. When in reality, you owe God everything. Don't you know you could have been dead, you could have been sick, but God allowed you to come here on Mother's Day 2017. And here it is, He allowed you to live past 12. Look at your neighbor and say, ain't God good? Look at him and say, ain't God good? I'm just glad He saved me. I'm just glad He kept me, because I could have lost my mind, but somebody prayed for me, had me on their mind, took the time and prayed for me. I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed for me. Watch this. Martha's disturbed, she's distraught, and she's distracted. Because while she's cooking, coupled with washing dishes,